Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Autoalex Podcast. This is now Series 2, Episode number 1. Uno. There you go. Very good. As you know, we've been away for a couple of months, and I'm sure everyone knows why. But before I launch into things that have changed for us and what the podcast format will look like, because if you look around on the tubes, especially if you're watching this on YouTube, it looks very different, doesn't it, Rory?
We do. We've got a proper set.
Indeed we do. We've even got a carpet, which is very nice. So we need to address the events leading up to me putting the channel on a hiatus.
I'd like to start with that, if that's okay.
Yeah.
And what I want to begin with is an apology from my heart to Josh Gresswell and to anyone else that I may have affected as a result of my actions. It's as I've seen affected a lot of people and has made me feel really bad about it. And, you know, I want to apologise. I really do. And that includes you guys as well. Obviously, it's affected you a lot and the entire Autoalex multiverse. And yeah, I was going through a lot of stuff last year and, you know, it's not really an excuse, but it affected the way I behaved in a lot of ways. Again, I am very, very sorry to anyone that I've affected, especially Josh. I haven't, scripted this or anything. This is just said straight off the tongue, from the heart.
Obviously I'm speaking for you on this part, but yep. Rory and I as well, apologies. We said some silly things as well. The apology that I put out on YouTube in the community post has been accepted by Josh. I think this was back in January. So hopefully everyone can now move on. Josh has moved on and we're just looking forward to a really bright 2025. I know it sounds weird saying that in March, but onwards and upwards. Rory, any little last bit?
No, yeah, just hopefully we can use this as a way to improve and make better things for you guys.
Indeed. Yeah, good. We are now looking forward to spring, which is just around the corner. Speaking of which, we should probably talk about briefly as well what we've been up to and what we have got coming up. So, Rory, let's start with you. What have you been up to? It's been a while, crocodile.
Yeah, so as you all may remember, I was actually about to do a speed awareness course, which I finally completed.
Remind everyone, what were you doing where?
I was doing 34 and a 30 in my Defender.
Oh, bloody. In your Defender?
Yeah.
You got caught speeding in your Defender?
Was it downhill?
It was downhill, actually.
Were people pushing it? It was broken down at the time,
engine
wasn't
even running.
He was being towed by the AA. Imagine.
Oh, so yeah, I finally did it.
Yeah.
There's a funny bit at the end where they have to do like a little action point list of like, why were you speeding? What was the what are you going to do about it and how are you going to fix it? So you have to write these 3 points down. So mine was driving too fast, drive slower, install a speedo that works.
Oh, like a digital speedo?
Yeah, because in my Defender, it's all over the place. I could be doing 25 or I could be doing 35. I don't know. I don't know. The woman didn't appreciate that.
Oh, okay.
No, she was saying that you have to have a working speedo. And I was like, it technically is a speedo.
Yeah. What you should do is spend £90,000 on a brand new Defender and then you'll be fine.
Oh, and then I wouldn't have that issue. Yeah.
No, but you would have many other issues.
Yeah.
But not the speeding issue because you'd know exactly how fast you're driving.
Yeah.
Anything else?
So Aston Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice, isn't it?
Lovely.
Yeah, you've been driving around in it.
Just remind everyone, Rory, what Aston it is.
So it's an Aston Martin V8 Vantage N400.
That's your dream car, isn't it?
My dream car.
Yeah.
And I you know what? I admittedly haven't probably been driving it around a crazy amount, but I took it out to come to the unit actually the other day. Did a lovely journey there and back. Parked it up, and then where I parked it, I was blocking in the Range Rover, so I had to then move the Aston in the morning.
Oh my God, that's like the most middle class.
I just realised what I said.
Did you have to park it just next to the hot tub or anything like that?
No, I had to park it next to the Jag.
Yeah. Where was your mistress at the time?
So yeah. Anyway, as I started it up instantly.
Yeah.
Low engine oil pressure light came on.
I mean, why would you say start up instantly? You start cars anyway,
so
don't you?
According to what I've read online, which I always did with the Aston anyway, you have to do like a system check, and then in that system check, it's priming.
Does it preheat the glow plugs?
I don't know what it's doing.
Yeah,
but apparently, like it's something to do with I don't, because it's got a dry sump on it and whatever. I don't quite know. This might be the internet talking a load of bollocks.
Yes.
Because the internet does sometimes do that. And then basically I started it up and then, low engine oil pressure.
Oh, shit.
And then I turned it off and turned it back on. And it still said low engine oil pressure.
Oh, shit.
And then I turned it on and turned it off on again. And then it had gone away.
So what, you actually cranked it, started the engine 3 times in the hope that it would disappear, and it did disappear?
Yeah.
Usually things get worse when you do that.
So I spoke to Tom Lennox about it. And I went through all the procedure because it's got a dry sump to check the oil. You've got to run it for 20 seconds at 2,000 RPM, then turn it off, then basically check the oil in the little dry sump container.
Yeah.
I did that. It's got a load of oil in it. So we're either thinking it was a glitch or that it is something to do with this. You've got to actually turn the ignition on, do the little prime thing, and then turn it on. But I don't know at the moment.
So the long and short of owning an Aston is if you want to go somewhere very quickly, you can't.
No.
It's like having a motorbike.
Yeah,
motorbikes are the fastest things in the world, but it takes about 20 minutes to put all this stuff on, doesn't it? By that time, you've made it to the shops in a car.
You're better off just with a Ford Fiesta.
You just get a Ford Fiesta.
Yeah.
Want an Aston? Don't. Get a Ford Fiesta.
I reckon the quickest car to just get about in is a Golf R. Ever created.
What, because it just works?
You get in it, you start it, and you just go fast everywhere.
I'm going to up that, and I'm going to say a Fabia VRS.
I disagree. Golf R is the fastest
Fabia
way.
VRS, you can crash into anything on the way because no one cares because it's a shitbox.
I mean, that's
Yeah. Golf R, you're going to be a little bit careful. You're going to give way, aren't you? You don't need to do that in a Fabia.
No, that is true.
Fastest car in the world.
It's got you there.
Yes,
Yeah, true.
Imagine if one of those was a rental.
What? A Golf R?
No,
Oh,
a
no,
Fabia
true.
VRS
No, 'cause
rental.
If the Golf R was a rental,
Oh,
then you wouldn't care.
Yeah.
So
that's
a
true.
rental Golf R is what you
That's
want.
true. That is what you want.
I reckon that is genuinely the fastest car in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we should test that.
We should.
Go on holiday.
Should we get onto Enterprise
Yes.
and see if we can Golf
And
R?
give a false name. We'll call ourselves Maury Rakai.
Oh, they'll never guess.
No.
Terry Tibbs.
Oh, dear.
And then Triumph Spitfire.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. You still have that.
Yeah,
Has
so-
it not rotted away with the harsh winter we've had?
I will admit,
Oh.
it's
Oh.
not in the same condition that I parked
Really?
it up in. Yeah.
Oh.
So I put it under a cover,
Oh, God.
and I thought that
An
would be...
expensive cover.
Yes. I put it under a tarpaulin.
You put it on the tarpaulin?
No, it was a cover, but it was a really thin cover. But it did say it was an outdoor cover.
Did you buy it from Alibaba?
I bought it from eBay.
Okay, so as good as. Yeah. Okay.
So turns out, I think it just condensed moisture underneath it.
Probably
trapped
worse.
it in.
Yeah. And the boot lid now is I need a new one of them.
Oh, God.
And the amount of mold that was on the inside of it was incredible.
Is it the good mold you can breathe in?
Yeah, it's the one that you want to lick.
Oh, yeah.
Furry stuff.
Yeah, like the textured one.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's nice. And it just didn't want to start.
Oh, shit.
Well, funny thing, actually, Rory FaceTimed me randomly one day and he said, Tay, can you just look at this and see what, and it was just nunny-nunnying. And I said, just hold your foot flat on the accelerator.
It was when it was nunnying, and then we were seeing petrol leak out of the air filters on the carbs, and we were like, "Oh, this is probably flooded a bit."
Did, yeah.
Out of the air filters?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Fair play.
So I said to him, hold his foot flat on the throttle. And then, it turned over a few times and off it went, didn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, and then it was
And you've
good
been
as gold.
using it ever since?
Yeah, no, it's still not working.
Yeah, okay.
It's misfiring.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's about it, really.
What about podcast stuff?
Oh, yeah.
You've been busy here, and also the other podcast announcement.
Oh, yeah. I thought we were doing that at the end, but okay. So, yeah, the podcast, as you know, there was quite a few you commenting saying that you weren't sure which was a V2 video and which was a podcast.
Yep.
So we're going to do a separate podcast channel where basically the podcast can go on.
What's it going to be called?
It will be called Autoalex Podcast.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no,
that does make sense.
Keep it simple.
Really
Nice.
good name.
Yeah,
Really good name.
yeah.
So that will be going up, and then we can then basically have a separate channel for the podcast.
Yeah.
So then
That's good,
we're
yeah.
not distracting anyone with the V2 videos.
So this, am I right thinking this will be the only podcast of
Yes.
Series 2 that will be on the V2 channel?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
And the reason for that is, obviously, we wanted to address things.
Yeah.
And then hopefully we can move on.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's
And this as well.
Oh yeah, and then we thought we'd do a new set as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm sad about.
Oh, we're so happy.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Carra Cottage is No.
It's gone. It's gone.
I'm
Cottage
so
has been
glad it's gone.
collected, yes.
But yeah, I'm really happy with this.
Well, if people are listening with their ear holes, explain.
So we
describe.
are actually in the middle unit on the Autoalex site, which actually used to be Alex's car storage unit.
And still is.
And still is.
Yeah.
But now we're using the car storage as a decorative background. So we've actually got the BMW E30, Phil, Nigel the 993, and the Ferrari 360.
And they're on the equipment for garages.
4 garages.
Stacker
Stackers.
lifts.
Yeah. They're
Which
really
are
good.
really cool.
And we got some nice lights. We got some.
The artwork is now up on the wall.
artwork by Dan, our in-house artist. Who's
And on Saturday, I went and picked up this rug for £120 on Facebook
it's
Marketplace.
a lovely rug, to be fair.
And it's a nice rug.
And a nice new seat
And
as
the
well.
nice new. Where do we get this from?
Facebook
Oh
Marketplace.
yeah, Facebook Marketplace again.
Yeah.
This was £250, I think.
Bargain, really.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a bit
nice.
of
Very nice.
Upcycling.
It's amazing how much it matches the original
Yeah.
armchair.
What
from-
are they called? Chesterfields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
no,
this
it's lovely.
Persian? This rug?
Well, this is a
No, it's
eBay,
IKEA.
eBay or IKEA.
I thought Persian was the design.
No, Persian is like the material, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like it's properly woven and stuff like this.
Hello,
This is-
everyone,
You can
and-
actually tell is printed onto the actual material.
Yes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Autoalex Carpet channel.
Yeah. We could talk all day about carpets, but we're not going to. Taylor, what about you?
What have I been up to? Well, I've been working on sorting my life out.
Oh, yeah,
Spending a bit of
okay,
time
yeah, fair.
at home sorting my life out, and it's been nice to actually take a bit of time away because I was very career focused, and it's been nice to just catch up on things. I've been working on a couple of my cars and just sort of bringing them up to scratch. I've been
What's happened?
Just working on my cars
Just working on your cars?
and just spending time at home. Yeah,
Is that all he's got to say?
not a lot really.
Is that the only?
It's not
No, yeah.
Okay.
nothing to do
All right.
my daily driver.
No.
at all.
What's your daily driver? Oh, the F11?
Yeah.
Because you've arrived here in the M5.
Yeah, which is currently slightly broken.
What's wrong with that?
I noticed it's got a bit of an oil leak from the oil cooler, which is at the front,
Yeah.
which is, I think a stone has gone through it.
Okay.
Either yesterday
Yeah.
or maybe the day before. And
Yeah.
there's oil leaking out of the front bumper, which is very interesting.
So your front bumper's crying.
yeah,
Oil.
front bumper's crying oil.
How much is an oil cooler?
And that engine does really well on low oil, doesn't it, as well?
It's not got, like, it's only,
It hasn't yet.
it's slightly,
Yeah.
But it could open up more.
no. It's slightly leaking.
Okay.
And the oil cooler is a small fee of £700.
£700?
Yes.
Oh, that's not good.
No. So I'm going to have to order those.
How much did you pay for the car?
12 grand.
Okay, so it's like a 15th of the price for an oil cooler.
Yeah, parts for that car are not cheap.
Wow.
I've noticed that. I think that's part of the complaint of people owning those cars is they're not cheap.
How much were they new?
I don't know, probably like 60 or 70 grand, maybe more.
Yeah,
I don't know.
About 50 or
probably
60,
quite a lot.
70 grand. Yeah.
But it's a very cool car. I love it to bits. But yeah, I've had a
It's
couple
very
of,
cool. You took us to the shop in it earlier,
I did,
and it's
yeah.
fantastic. First time I've been in it.
It is, yeah.
Very luxurious in the back as well.
And it sounds incredible as well. I will say it does sound incredible. Yeah.
It's not Dell though, is
No,
it?
no.
It's not Dell. I'll
it's
give you
not
that. It's not
Dell.
spacious and
No, you can't put 7 men in Dell.
No,
well, you can
that's-
in Dell, but not in yours.
yeah. But what did you think of it? Did you like it?
I really, really like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The SMG gearbox. I've not been in a car for years with the SMG gearbox, and it is funny, like the complaints that people have. And sitting in the back, it's like, it really lurches, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
You have to be in full attack mode with an SMG gearbox.
Yeah, you
which is
do.
why you need to spend a mere, what was it, £11,000 DCT swapping.
Yes, Edwin will not stop banging on about DCT.
I must admit,
You should definitely do that.
It
yeah.
looks amazing. I'd love to DCT swap
Yeah.
that car, but it is, as they say, bare spenny.
bare spenny, bruv.
Other than that, I've been driving about in my 6 Series.
No, hold on. But you were talking about your daily driver.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Well, then why bring it up?
I don't know. I just
The F11.
Yeah.
530D touring.
Yeah,
Best
it's
car in
a
the
great
world.
car.
You still
So what's happened?
Great car.
Where
Nothing's
is it?
happened to
Where
it.
is it?
It's just it's in North
Why is it
London.
not
So,
here?
so I know
It's
what's
where?
happened to it.
Where did you say it was?
It's in North London.
Oh, I thought you said Northern Ireland.
No.
North London. So
Yeah.
North London, that's where our friend Ty
Yeah,
is
that's
with the
where
body
I
shop.
live. That's where I live in.
But Ty also. Has it got anything to do with... What's that?
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
You're not asking him the correct question.
What have you done to it? Have you
Sold it.
lost... What? You've done what? You sold the F11? Yeah. Is he taking a piss? No. How dare you?
No.
You can't sell an F11.
But
that's not how life works.
You've got. He hasn't actually sold it though, have you, Tay?
I swapped it.
You can't swap it. The only way you can get rid of an F11 if and when it breaks, when the timing chain goes.
You wait till you hear what he swapped it for.
Oh my God! Why? Why did you do? So the F11 is worth what? 6-7 grand, right?
Yeah.
So what if you swapped it? Please say another F11.
I swapped.
Oh my God! Am I going to like it, Rory?
No,
I'm not. Is it?
You would like it if you were in it, but you will take the piss out of it. Look, I'll give you the rundown. It's a diesel.
Yeah, good.
It does 40 miles to the gallon.
Nice.
It's automatic.
Okay.
It's fabulously comfortable.
Fantastic.
It's fabulously practical.
Lovely.
It's got heated seats, sat nav, all the bits you need.
It's an F11.
no.
Tow bar, the lot.
yeah.
Very good car.
Hold on. If it's a Range Rover, I'm going to be fuming. Have you swapped it for an L322? Why? Why do people do this?
Right, there is.
What's wrong with you?
Genuinely.
You won't get 40 mpg from it either.
No,
I will.
No. 40 is such a push.
No.
I spoke to Will about this. He said he gets 33, 34.
I've driven it a fair bit.
Is it a
averages
Westminster?
38, 39. No.
Jesus.
I drove one and I was like,
Taylor's crying. He's actually crying. He's so embarrassed.
I'm so emotional about this car. It's just it's fabulous.
God.
Right, there's a couple of reasons.
Yeah.
Number one, I bought the wrong F11.
Why?
I bought one that was too high mileage and I was really stacking up the
What's
miles.
the mileage on it?
I sold it 171k.
Okay, yeah, that's
like-
timing chain. That's prime timing chain issues.
And it had never had one. And
Oh,
it was,
shit.
It was on the original chain. There was nothing wrong
okay.
with it. It
Yeah.
wasn't rattling
How
at
much
all.
is a chain on one of those?
1,500 quid, something like that.
No, it's more than that.
No, yours was more.
point at me.
Yours was more than that because yours broke.
Well,
If you got one done without it actually destroying the thing.
Okay.
But yeah, so
You might as well wait for it to break.
I bought one that was too high mileage.
Yep.
And I felt like things were going to start going wrong with it.
Yep. And you do a lot of miles.
I do. That car within the next year will be on 200,000 miles. It'll be absolutely worthless.
Yeah.
And I got offered an L322, but a last of 4.4 TDV8, ZF8 gearbox.
Yeah.
That's done 90,000 miles and has one owner.
Nice. Okay.
So it's actually like a good car.
Yeah.
And I drove one and I really liked it. And I thought if I could find a nice low mileage one of these, I would actually just like it.
yeah.
So yeah, I ended up doing the deal. But if I don't like the Range Rover, I could sell it for more and buy a lower mileage F11 again.
Oh, okay.
So that's my sort
You
of...
should do that. You should do that.
The Range Rover. I can't explain it, and Rory will know this. There's something about a Range Rover that they just absorb you, they drag you in. They're like,
What's the classic? It's a lovely place to be.
no, do you know what it is? the old saying, there is nothing like a Range Rover.
Well, who was
nothing like
it? Who was it? I can't remember. Was it? I can't remember. It was it Dad Cars or something like that where they're talking about a Range Rover? Or no, it might have been JM on Cars. No, it was JM on Cars.
Yeah.
Where he was talking about, you ask anyone who's had a Range Rover and they may have had a P38 and then they've then gone, oh, well, what's your next car going to be? A Range Rover.
Yeah.
And then that car, they then go, well, what's your next car going to be? A Range Rover.
Yeah.
And they never stop buying Range Rovers.
Even though they're fraught with problems.
And
people
you'll always
keep on
ask them
buying,
going, well, what, did you not have any problems with it? Like, no, I had loads of problems with it. So you're still going to buy another one?
Yeah.
It's a bit like, genuinely, an Alfa Romeo, because you know that they're a bit rubbish and you know that they break, but you love them.
Yeah. It's like I've got a really old pair of like wool slippers. They're like knackered. And they're not comfortable anymore. But if I can't find my wool slippers in the morning, I get very, very distraught.
Range Rover.
Yeah, so those it's like wool slippers.
It's genuinely really
just
hard to
slide
explain.
in, don't you? And you feel invincible.
Yeah.
I get that feeling, but I don't want to be part of that crowd.
Maybe we might have to force you into that crowd.
No.
I think you need a Range Rover.
Oh my God. You know what Range Rover he needs?
Right.
No, you know the one that he needs.
I've driven one
If you're going to say
recently.
anything that's powerful in petrol, no, it's not.
No,
because
no.
I like fuel economy.
Alex,
Yes, hello.
last week, presented in front of me
Yes.
was my friend's Range Rover L322 5-litre supercharged V8.
How much I want it.
And I went into it thinking, this is quite a cool car. I was absolutely blown away.
Really?
It has from factory 510 horsepower. It's got
An
more
L322?
power, more power from factory than my M5.
And your 520D outside.
I have never experienced a car like it.
Wow.
It's fabulous.
Does it do 0 to 60 under 10 seconds?
Taylor was telling me that it squats no matter what you're
Really?
doing. Like you can be on the
wow.
motorway and you'll just go for an overtake and it just squats down.
The speedo goes up like the rev counter. But what I'll do, I'll bring it over one day.
God.
And you'll have to have a go in it. And I genuinely think you will go, I need this now.
I won't.
Because it's ULEZ.
I'm over it.
I don't know.
Is it ULEZ?
Yes.
I need one. Bring it over.
So yeah, Range Rover.
Yeah.
Been driving about in the 6 Series, which is now done and works. And it's just, again, mind-blowing. I'm absolutely blown away by that car.
What noise does it make?
Everywhere. It's like live orchestra on wheels. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And with that car,
Yeah.
some very big news, which you two already know.
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
I've started filming
my
first video on my own channel.
Whoa.
This is very exciting.
Yeah.
What's the new channel called?
Yes.
It's called Yes.
I haven't
Snappy.
decided
That's
yet.
good.
No,
that.
I
haven't
He's thought long
decided.
and hard about
Yeah,
that.
claim it.
It will either be Taylor H or Taylor Made Cars. I haven't fully decided.
Taylor H is a bit boring.
Yeah, I thought
Taylor
that.
Made Cars is
I
good.
think Taylor
That's
Made
your
Cars.
brand.
Yeah. I'm 99% on that.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I've started filming my first episode, which will be on the 6 Series.
Yep, lovely.
And give an update on the journey that it and I have been through together.
Good.
And a nice little drive in it, and you can hear all the sights and the noises of it. And yeah, I'm gonna do it bit by bit and release it maybe in the next few months or so.
Fantastic.
So I'm not going to rush into it, but I have started filming, which is quite exciting.
Very exciting. So people have been saying for months and months and months Taylor should start his own YouTube channel. It is now happening, which means that we're still going to be doing collabs together, aren't we? You're not just going to dump us and leave us. And don't forget us. Don't forget us.
He's gone big time now.
He does, yeah. But yeah, we'll still be doing the adventures and stuff together, won't we?
Definitely,
yeah. As for me, obviously being quite busy recently, I took us kind of out of the YouTube scene for a little bit because I just wanted to reassess the direction of the channel. So I've been working on kind of channel relaunch, the direction of it. I've been filming non-stop.
Do you know, I was going to say, it's been, I think one of the biggest things, we've been on the YouTube treadmill for 2 years since we launched it.
Yeah.
And this is
I think.
Yeah, 2.5, yeah. It's been the first time we've taken a break and probably, you know what? I think we were probably starting to fall off the treadmill. We were definitely on teetering on the edge.
Especially with my gut, I can't keep up. I really can't keep up. But I've also been on the YouTube treadmill for nearly 15 years.
Yeah.
Car Throttle was a weekly upload as well.
Yeah, is this the longest? Yeah,
100%. Yeah. Longest by far, yeah. It's been 2 months that we haven't uploaded, and I feel so much better for it. I've been spending more time at home. I've been concentrating on stuff that I want to feature on the channel, getting old faces back involved, spending time with my wife and my daughter Amelia, who has turned 6 months old. She's the cutest thing in the world. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. I think taking us out of YouTube has been the best decision I've made for not only me, but for us as well. Because I think we've all had a bit of a reset, proper think about what we want from life, and just better practices moving forward. And at the end of the day, we are good people. I would say we're good people. We just messed up. So looking forward to just having a really, really good, strong year and making a very positive impact. What I've also been really enjoying is my Alpha 156 GTA, which is fantastic.
Which is odd because you never take like your cars home.
No.
And you
I've
have
been taking this one home,
Yeah.
Even though the front suspension is a bit creaky, we need to look at that a bit later. And it's too low currently. So we also need to look at that.
So I'll lower it a bit more.
Yes, please. Yeah. Oh, there was one moment, wasn't there, when we went to the Isle of Wight. We did a video. We filmed a video, Isle of Wight, Alpha 156 with a 164 not GTA, the 164 with the Busso engine as well. And there's a tugboat. Is it a tugboat? It goes across a river so you can get to the ferry.
It's a chain. It's
Chain-link
It's the
ferry.
chain ferry.
Oh, you went on the one that we saw?
Yeah. We took a wrong turn and the sat-nav took us that way, and then this little boat thing appears with a chain, and then cars are coming off and we're like, oh, that's quite steep, isn't it?
And then we saw an M3 Touring, a new one, come off, and it was doing sideways on a thing, and then it drove past us and we were like, We're lower than that.
Yeah, I was literally, I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble here. And I got to the boat and then the guy was like, and he shouted something at his mate and he was like, hold on a second. And then he pushed like a button and it like lifted the entire boat.
Really?
Yeah, like the ramp actually lifted the boat out of the water a little bit.
Wow.
So I could get up and then he lowered it back down so I could get onto the boat.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but the car's too low.
Okay.
It's fantastic though, and it's also very, very noisy.
It's very loud.
We have got some clips, don't we?
We do.
We're not gonna spoil anything. But if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen a story of a little flyby, and it is the loudest car in the world. But it sounds fantastic.
But it is valved, so you can turn that off.
Yes, which I do, especially when I get home.
Yeah.
And looking forwards as well, Shedfest. We've got Shedfest on May the 25th.
That's soon now.
That is getting sooner, yeah. So 2.5, well, it's nearly 3 months away now, isn't it? March, April, end of May.
No, that is really soon, actually.
So yeah, we've been doing loads and loads of prep for that. Loads and loads and loads of traffic management conversations. What's going to be going on there? We've got my wedding band. They're going to be there.
Yeah.
And we're going to have loads of entertainment.
Lots of good food.
Really, really good food as well. And as a reminder, that is at Goodwood Motor Circuit, 25th of May. All the show car tickets have sold out. They sold out within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I think we're a quarter of the way through spectator tickets. So if you want to come to Shedfest 2025, we guarantee a fantastic event. Ticket link below? Yeah.
Yes.
On YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah. Or just search Shedfest 2025 on Google's and then you'll be fine. What have we got in here? What have we got in here? What do we have in here, Chris?
We have various Shedfest things. We've got a Shedfest cap.
Oh.
Do you want to put that on or not?
No.
You look a bit strange in caps.
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
not good
honest.
with caps.
A mug
Oh, that's nice.
and keyring, stickers, all sorts of things. Basically, if you're going to Shedfest and there's a thing that you would like, we've made that thing
Yes. And it will be on the Autoalex shop very, very soon.
shortly, yes.
Yes, which we couldn't do without the help of this week's sponsor, Shopify, which is the all-in-one commerce platform to start, run, and grow your business. But what is Shopify? Well, it's the e-commerce platform revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide. And whether it's key rings, T-shirts, or even dog beds that you're selling. Do we sell dog beds?
Yeah? No. But
No,
yeah.
but we could do.
Yeah.
Shopify simplifies selling in person and online, and it covers all of your and our sales channels. Shopify even gets you selling across social media marketplaces like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. But not only that, because Shopify is also full of industry-leading tools to supercharge your growth, giving you complete control over your business and your brand without having to learn new skills in design or coding. I'm not good at design or coding. As well as supporting you every step of the way with their award-winning help and extensive business course library. But do not take my word for it, because Chris, like I said, you've been using Shopify for quite a while and it has helped revolutionize a business. But why?
We got 7 Shopifys.
7?
We got loads, so many.
Ooh.
Also, a new one's launching soon called Icon Box, where you can buy all sorts of stuff all in one place. So you don't have to go
Fantastic.
to different places. It's easy to use. So if you wanted to open a little shop, Alex,
Yeah.
boop, boop, boop,
Yeah.
easy, level 1.
How many hours?
Couple hours.
Couple of hours?
to set it up. Yeah,
And then
genuinely.
you're selling online?
Yeah, get your products in there, get some nice pictures.
Nice.
But it's really easy to use,
Yeah.
genuinely. Or if you want to do something a bit cooler, you can go and find apps. You can do anything you want pretty much through there. And if you're like a mega nerd like me,
Yeah.
you can get in there and code.
Really?
Or if you fancy mega nerds working on it,
Yeah.
then you can just go into the little Shopify affiliate and coding bit, and they have recommended people, and they log in and they do all the stuff.
Fantastic.
And it's all safe. Like, you don't have to worry.
So you would recommend?
Yeah. I use it all the time.
There you go. So then if it's time for you to get serious about selling, get Shopify today. You can sign up for a £1 per month trial period at shopify.co.uk/AutoAlex. That is shopify.co.uk/AutoAlex.
Autoalex.
Very good. This is Possibility, powered by Shopify.
Question before you move on.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Just rewinding slightly back to your Alpha.
Yeah.
You seem really keen on that car.
I love it.
Is that
Yeah.
one of your favourite cars?
It's one of, who was I talking to the other day? I was talking to Ben, Dad Cars.
Yeah.
I messaged him yesterday because he did a review on a 159 with the 2-litre twin spark, I think it was. Or was it 2-litre turbo? I'm not sure. And I watched that and I messaged him. I said, you should try out my 156 GTA. And then I wrote ... It's top 5 favourite cars I've ever bought.
Really?
And I've bought a lot of cars.
A lot.
Do you
I love it.
prefer it to that?
To the Ferrari, yeah.
No,
Yeah, I do.
no.
I do.
To that?
What, to Nigel?
Yeah.
No. Nigel is like my dream car.
But I'm talking about
What
as
are
a
you
car.
huffing and puffing for, Rory?
I'm talking about a car that you get in, you drive, you take home, you go to the shops, you enjoy it. It makes noises.
Because the 993 isn't that car. The 993 is stop it. The 993 is a car you have to plan to drive. Mm-hmm. Whereas the 156, I still feel you have to plan to drive it a little bit because it is quite a fragile car. But at the moment, I'm like, the weather's quite nice. I like the noise. I want a manual gearbox. Also, right, the little things. What?
That does all of that.
I know it does. I know, but I'm not going to take it home.
Why
Because it's
not?
going to get nicked.
But it's insured.
Yeah, I know, but I live in West London. It's just going to get nicked, and then I have to walk to the unit.
And
Sounds
it's
like
got
you
an
need to move
alarm.
to Middle Earth.
Oh, well, Wales, aren't you? But I was thinking the other day, like, when's the last time anyone here listening or watching got into a car and turned the key and the engine just started? Just by turning the key.
This morning.
What? No, I mean, most modern cars, or all modern cars, you have to put your foot either on the brake or on the clutch. You can't just get in a car, turn a key, and the engine just comes into life.
Well,
And I just like that. I'm just like, am I in gear? I don't know. I might crash into the car in front. I'm just going to turn it anyway.
The last time I know of anyone that did that was my mate James. You know James, Jim.
Jim. Hello, Jim, yeah.
He's got a Fiesta, and he started it up on his driveway, and in front of his car is a bin shed with all of his bins in it. He started it up in gear and it went straight through the bin shed.
But it's little things like that remind me how much I love driving older cars. I mean, that's a modern classic, the Alfa. But it's just little things like I don't have all these creature comforts.
Yeah.
And I'm literally just driving this car and it's nice. And then I got into my G31, right? My 530D Touring, best car in the world, quote unquote. And I was like, I'm just bored. It's just boring. It's nice, but it's boring.
That's one thing I will say about the F11. I really like it. Great car. Never loved it. I couldn't love it.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Maybe you'll only love it when the timing chain breaks and then you miss it.
Maybe.
I was like, I really missed it.
But with a Range Rover, you sort of do love it.
yeah.
It's hard to explain.
And a Jaguar XJ.
What?
You just love them.
I thought you were going to sell it. Anyway, let us move on the podcast to a brand new segment called Find of the Week.
Find of the week.
Oh, actually, we don't have a jingle.
Well, I did that one.
Okay.
You can borrow that for next week.
Okay. Shall we harmonise?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Find of the week.
Yours, Rory.
Rory. 3, 2, 1. Find of the week. That's nice. We'll have that one, right? We'll take that. That's very, very nice. So Find of the Week is a new segment where you, the audience, give us a budget and a category, and we will come armed with our car of choice and argue about whose is best. And if you end up buying any of the cars that we spoke about and we found, we get commission. Is that how it works? Or should they just... No, what?
No, they just write in and we'll say... If they've bought it.
Yeah.
But if they've bought it and it's rubbish and they complain.
We don't want to hear about it.
Say it.
Yeah. We don't want to hear about it. So because obviously this is the first episode, we have no one to write in to us to say, oh, here's a category, here's a budget. So I'm going to choose a category and the budget. Is that all right?
Well, you've already done it, but yes.
Yes, because it's all pre-planned.
We spoke about it already.
We did. So the category is, because it's spring or coming up to spring, convertible motor vehicle.
Yep.
And the budget is £2,000.
Do you know what? I'd love another convertible.
Yeah.
There's something about driving a convertible.
Well, we're going to talk about the cars that we have found, and maybe you can buy one of those motor vehicles.
Yeah.
So, Rory, you seem very excited. Would you like to kick us off with a motor vehicle that you have found, convertible car for £2,000 that you think is the best vehicle for that category and price?
So I have come...
If it's anything old, I don't want to hear about it.
Also,
Okay, well, do you want to move on to something else?
Is it old?
Yes.
Oh, bore off.
when we
Yes, but
planned
it's,
this,
it's so under budget.
I did say also no MX-5s because we always talk about MX-5s.
No
Probably an
MX-5s. No MX-5s.
So I've come well under budget.
Yeah.
Mine was £1,000.
If it's a Spitfire, GTFO.
It's not a Spitfire.
Okay, good.
So I'm currently looking at a dark green MG midget
Oh, God. Yeah.
for £1,000. 1976. It's on Auto Trader. It's got 120,000 miles.
You've gone posh on Auto Trader.
What? Yeah.
Bloody hell, Posho.
I think this is $1,000 for an MG midget. No matter
Is
what.
that $1,000?
It's $1,000.
Okay, have
That's
you
quite
actually
cheap.
read?
Yeah.
Have you read the listing?
Well,
I bet it says rotten, does not run.
It says
has to be trailered away.
used daily for 5 years.
Oh my god!
Very reliable. No MOT or tax needed.
Oh,
Which
okay.
what more could you want from a spring little run around?
Okay,
you don't even have to MOT
Well,
it or tax
so
it.
driving in a car that's dangerous,
Yeah.
you don't need to prove it's good.
It's just had new batteries,
Yep.
new ignition coil, rear brakes.
New batteries.
Yes.
How many batteries does an MG midget have?
All of them.
All of them.
Oh, okay, right, sure.
Got 97 of them.
It has some problems with wipers and speedo. Key broken off in the ignition for 3 years.
Wow!
What do you do
You couldn't have this in London because you would get nicked within 5 minutes.
but still works fine. Comes with a steering lock
Oh wow! Well, there you go.
and some rust. £1,000.
Does it say it comes with a steering lock and some rust?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic! That's
Oh.
nice.
1,000 for a quick sale. Please leave a message and a number.
Oh wow! Okay.
Look,
What are the pictures like?
I like the colour. Colour's nice.
It matches the fence. You can barely see the car.
Yeah.
So I for £1,000, you cannot go wrong with that. Like you are going to be able to sell that for more.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to have a little fun with it. It's no MOT, no tax
I love
on
it.
it.
Previous keepers more than 13. What?
It was registered in 1976.
Wow.
That is a
You've got to
historic
admit that for a
vehicle.
little bit of fun
right.
run around.
Okay.
So I was thinking about this the other day. Right, if you're going to go to the pub now, all right.
Range Rover.
Are you going to take?
Bore off with your Range Rover.
But are you going to take a convertible or like a convertible modern car, or would you take one of your classics?
Question. If you're doing this, how many pints are you having?
Oh, just the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I were to go to the pub right now,
Yeah.
on a sunny hot day,
Yeah.
6 years of sunroof open.
So you take your classic car. So mix it both, classic, convertible.
No, because I quite like to get to the pub.
No, but that's prehistoric.
Says it's been used as a daily for 5 years. Very reliable.
Yeah, also, you get out of the pub, it will have been stolen.
Because the key's in the English.
Yeah. Actually, no, it would have been crashed because the steering lock would be on, wouldn't it? so it would have just gone forwards in a straight line. Yeah.
Your insurance probably value it at a few grand. You then get another one.
It's a story for the podcast as
Yeah.
well if that happens. You won't buy that.
No, I won't. No, but
shit.
one of you could.
But this is the thing. You're supposed to pick cars that you would actually buy.
I would. No, I would buy
So,
that.
Rory, you've lost.
No, I would buy that.
But
though.
he would because he's an idiot. Yeah.
would buy
can
it,
I
just-
can I tell you what I have found?
Go on then.
Which is far better.
Go on.
It's an Alfa Romeo.
I can see it.
It
and
is.
I must admit, it does look quite nice.
£2,000. It's also in Bracknell, which is just down the road. There's a video of it, which is nice. It looks like the bonnet has got a little bit of lack appeal, but we don't worry
paint's
about
come off.
It's red in colour, convertible, black chairs. Right, it is. Look how tidy that looks, and 53,000 miles.
Wow.
Manual transmission,
But
but
it's £2,000 and
Yeah.
it's an Alpha.
Yeah.
Where's your budget to fix it?
Don't need it, it's fine. Sorry, what?
Sorry, Rory's been down the pub with
when
his
it-
MG.
yeah. No, he's just
When
been
it
sitting
goes
at the
wrong.
lights and all the
All
bloody
right,
fumes
whatever.
have come in.
When it goes wrong,
Yeah.
where's your budget? You've got nothing left.
Rory, your car doesn't even move, man.
It does.
No, just
You
because
don't
he
e-
says it
you
does,
don't
it
even
doesn't.
need a key.
It's had more than 13
Oh my
keepers. Oh, yeah, the
goodness.
key thing's quite nice, actually. No, but this is really, really tidy. I like this. I think Chris used to have a GTV, actually, so they're quite similar.
And it's a twin spark, which is
It's
quite
a twin
good
spark.
engine.
Yeah. Little 2 litre,
Yeah, what's-
150 brake horsepower.
The biggest question with a convertible,
Yeah.
what condition is the roof in?
So let me just read it out to you. Mechanically pretty good new cam belt, tyres and stainless exhaust last year, manual folding roof. Also have the luggage rack and wind deflector. See, there you go. There's the budget. I can sell the luggage rack and the wind deflector, make about £3, sell that for repairs.
And then restore it.
Drives well, could do with some bodywork, see pics, but ideal project with very low miles. Any messages of best price will be ignored. Thanks. I like that.
You should
That's
send him
very
a
nice.
message that says best price question mark.
Please don't ignore me. Yeah, but that for me is it's got to be the better contender. What do you think so far?
Really
This
are
or that?
hooked on Alphas at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, I've got Italian blood running through my veins.
Have you?
I could do.
Have you had a spaghetti this morning?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I've been speaking to my mate Ant from Autosportivo.
Have you?
Yeah.
Buddy.
You'd have to with an Alpha.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It'd be there
Actually,
every
I
week.
have been speaking to him a lot recently, yeah, because of that Alpha and other filming that we've been doing.
Yes.
Fabrizio.
Oh, I thought
Fiat
you were talking
Coupe.
about the other Alpha.
What other Alpha? Oh, that Alpha as well.
Yeah, you've gone alpha mad.
I'm an
actually.
Alpha collector now. Yeah.
You know what
yeah.
I've realised?
Yeah.
You just get obsessed with one thing.
Yeah.
It was either it's BMWs.
No, last
No,
week
I've
it was
always been
Skoda.
obsessed.
Yeah.
Skoda, I've always been
Oh my
obsessed.
Skodas.
We've got 4
Our car
of them
park
outside.
is ridiculous right now.
Ridiculously awesome.
It looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
That
We actually have
Alpha-
4 Skodas outside.
No,
Yeah, sorry.
you
Yeah.
own 5 Skodas now.
Do I?
Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
What's the 5th one?
It's at the farm.
Oh shit, I do. I own 5.
Yeah.
That is how you win at life. 5 Skodas.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That Alpha,
Yep.
I think, is a bit of a better choice than the MG.
A bit.
Do you?
Yeah,
A good
because
one.
that would
Are
actually
you serious?
No, but
Are you
would you
serious?
take your personal money right now and actually buy that?
work. No, because what I would buy is what I've chosen.
However, would you take your personal money and buy this over that? What Rory has picked.
No, because I'd buy what I've chosen.
I was giving you 2 options.
No,
here.
but you can either spend $1,000 on the MG or $2,000 on that.
If the MG was in better nick, I'd buy the MG.
But it's
not. So I'd buy the Alpha. I'd buy the Alpha. and
Right,
I'd
Taylor,
put-
what have you got? I told you we'd argue about this.
what I've chosen
Yes.
is more modern than both of your cars because it's from 2007.
Wait, let me have a guess. Is it something naff like a 207cc or a 206cc or a Tigra
Wait.
or something of that ilk?
No.
Is it a Vauxhall?
No.
Is it French?
No.
Okay.
It is a 2007, and I actually quite like these, and I would buy this with my own money. A 2007
See, okay?
Audi TT Mark II
Oh.
3.2 litre V6 manual.
Shut up, is that $2,000?
V6 manual quattro. It's got a lecky roof. It's got bows. It's got
Is that £2,000?
Yes.
Let me see the price
It's-
tag.
I want to see the description.
slightly, but literally by 100.
Well, it's
No,
£190.
no, you failed.
Doesn't count.
You failed.
Doesn't count.
You failed.
It's £2,000
Yeah,
realistically,
no.
but you got to admit they are a good buy at the minute.
That is
the
fun. That is amazing. 3.2 V6.
It would be amazing if it was under $2,000.
It's look, it's within budget. It's done 140.
not within budget,
It's
man.
not
It's
within
done
budget.
140k.
Yeah.
That I think is a fabulous little car, don't you? And
It's nice.
and
it's just a bit boring though, isn't it? It's not an Alpha.
boring.
It's not
It's
an
got a
MG midget.
3.2 litre V6 in it,
Yeah,
and
but
it's 4-wheel drive
It has
manual.
no passion. It's German. It's just boring. German stuff's boring.
And
Ugh, I can't
you
believe I
need a
said
key
that.
to start it.
Yeah, no, that's
no,
a good thing.
yeah, they do this.
That's quite
sorry,
good.
sorry.
And it's red.
Yeah.
I think that's a nice car.
Okay.
I think that is a good purchase.
Yeah,
I
I
would go
agree.
out and
Yeah.
I would buy that with my own money.
Prove it.
Especially the fact that it's
Prove
a V6 3.2.
Okay, that was a fun game, and I think we all agree the Alfa Romeo is the best car.
No.
So, it is.
Realistically, the TT is the best.
No, it's not.
But it is. I'll
It's,
tell you what
it's
we'll
gas
do.
guzzling, man.
What we'll do.
Yeah.
Give over. We will let the audience decide.
All right, okay.
Yeah?
All right, yeah.
How do we do that?
Well, you can email in at...
Podcast@autoalexcars.com.
How long's that been?
That's been a while.
That's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it was sort of the muscle memory came back there.
It's ingrained in your brain,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
In your frontal lobe.
So yeah, actually, email in your next category
Oh,
and
yeah.
budget and who you thought the winner was.
Yeah,
And then we
obviously
can we
me.
can then sort of announce that next podcast.
Yeah.
And then
There's no point. I can do that. And the winner is the Alfa Romeo.
No, it's the MG midget.
No, it was the TT.
It's definitely not the midget.
All right, no. All right, let's save the listings, and we'll see whose listing is live next week.
Definitely yours.
Yeah, 100% yours.
No, he won't be.
100% yours.
No.
All right, let's move it on now to the news. Rory,
The news.
It's there, Rory. Read it.
it's there.
What?
The news.
Oh,
We are more professional
Are we?
at the podcast.
Are you sure?
unfortunately, guys,
Oh, no.
it's bad news this
Oh,
week.
no, I don't want bad news.
Yep. So it's about
happened?
you, Les.
Oh, God.
That,
Hold on. It's
That
about
word.
you, Les.
that word is boring me now.
Yeah. No, you're already
Oh,
bored.
it's not about a man called Les?
No. It's about the London ULEZ.
Yeah, what is the London ULEZ zone? What is it?
So that is all about helping reduce emissions in central London by basically what is it? You have to be Euro 6 or higher vehicle to then drive in it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have to pay £12.50.
£12.50. So it's the ultra low emission zone that isn't only in central London, it also spills out into London boroughs, mine included. And it goes all the way to the M25. So it's a massive, massive, massive area.
Do you know, I learnt this the other day, just quickly. So I did the same speed awareness course as Rory because I got caught speeding.
I thought you called it training.
It's just training, yes. It trains you up to be aware of your speed.
Yeah.
I got caught speeding in the French Racing Blue Clio that we did on the Hot Hatch Challenge.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was driving into here one day and I was caught doing 80 and a 70. The sun was in my eyes. I couldn't see the speedo. It was downhill. You know, officer. But in the course, I don't know if you got told this, but apparently on the smart motorways, just next to the gantries, there's a little pole and it measures emissions.
Really?
And if the emissions in that area by that gantry are high,
it slows it down?
it sometimes reduces the speed of the motorway, even if there's not a risk. You know, when you drive up the...
Well, the M4 does it.
Yeah, when it
smart
says
motorways.
reduced to 60 for emissions.
You remember have you been up the M1 recently near Milton Keynes? No, like Bedford, Milton Keynes. There's a section that is always 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And it's because the emissions are higher.
This is absolute crap. You know why? Because do you remember when that man emailed in from Highways who said
it didn't work.
and said all of their systems don't even work and the cameras don't work? How is if all of their cameras don't work, but the bloody emissions thing works?
Oh, you know it will.
Oh, then no, they've got something wrong.
But yeah, carry on with you,
Go back to the news.
So the study has come back in.
Yeah.
And nitrogen dioxide concentrations are now down across the entirety of the capital by 27% compared to when the ULEZ scheme was not in place.
What does that mean for us motorists?
That means it's probably going to be staying and it's also probably going to be expanding.
Expanding, yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to say something about the whole 27% or whatever it was reduction, right? Why do you think that is?
So we had a quick chat about this. And vehicles have got a lot more modern in the last 4 or 5 years since this has been introduced.
And what has been removed from our roads? Black cabs.
Yes.
And the polluting double-decker taxis and everything. Even in my area, those buses, those diesel buses are now...
Electric,
petrol-electric hybrid or whatever they are.
Yeah.
So, they're generator things. So the generator drives and then a little petrol engine charges the battery or so. So the most polluting vehicles were those vehicles. They've now been taken off. Of course, there's going to be a massive reduction.
Yeah.
But we're still being punished for it.
Yeah. And the thing is, company cars as well. Like, you look at the company car statistics, how much that changed in 4 years. 4 years ago, they were still mostly diesel and petrol. Well, it wasn't even that. ULEZ was, 6 years ago or something?
Oh, it's a long time. Yeah.
But they were like petrol sort of diesel, whereas now they're pretty much all electric. So even that would have changed the statistics and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Either way, for us motorists, enthusiasts, it's very, very annoying.
Yes.
But for the health of the nation, it's very good.
But the one thing that I do keep saying, it's actually quite good for us, as long as you don't live in it.
Yes. If you live in Middle Earth like you do,
yes.
then it's
so for
fine.
me, I'm able to, and a lot of people, you can buy a lot of these diesels and whatever that aren't ULEZ.
Cheap, yeah.
They're so cheap.
Yep.
So cheap.
Even if you think about F11, right? F11 530 diesel touring. So a ULEZ one, say 100,000 miles, is probably what, 9 grand, 10
maybe
grand,
a bit more, yeah.
And then a non-ULEZ one that you picked up, maybe like you can
Mine
get
was
them for like,
ULEZ.
oh yeah, okay, but you can get a non-ULEZ one for like half of that money.
Yeah.
So you can buy really good cars for cheap.
And if you're not going, even if, and the thing that people forget is, you can still go into the centre of that town. You just got to pay the £12.50.
Yeah.
But the amount of times that you would have to pay that £12.50 to then cover the $5,000 that you've just saved yourself.
Yep.
You're never going to do that. Just keep buying them.
Yeah. Very true.
I think fair enough if they want to keep the ULEZ. Do you know what? Let them crack on. If they expand it, I will be a bit frustrated because I currently live 1 mile outside of it.
How many of your cars are ULEZ compliant?
To be fair, most of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that Range Rover?
No.
Is the M5?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that will have to be your actual daily driver.
Yeah.
I imagine that.
Your 6 Series isn't at the moment.
Aha.
It's not at the moment.
My 6 Series has its 40th birthday this year.
Oh.
Which means it's become a historic vehicle, which means I don't have to MOT it anymore. I don't have to tax it. and it's ULEZ exempt,
Just like me.
just like you.
Yeah.
I can do it right now. All I have to do is go to the post office with an MOT certificate and the logbook.
And then
Is that
all
all
you
you
need
have
to
to
I
do?
can do it now, yeah.
And then you put a bar on it, and then you can tow it.
I can tow with it everywhere,
Exactly.
yes.
Yeah,
yes, I
So
can do that.
mine's, because my E28 is next
Next
year.
year.
Yeah, next year, isn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah. But I'm pretty sure most of my stuff is actually ULEZ compliant.
Good. With the ULEZ debacle, chat, let us know. Does it affect you? Does it anger you? We want to hear from you about that.
And also, if there's any other car news that you've seen,
Oh, yeah.
email us in at
Autoalex Cars, podcast at autoalexcars.com. Jesus.
What was
I'm not the one who's going to do it, man.
What was that?
You're the producer. Produce.
That was very unprofessional. I
thought-
feel.
that was
Apologies.
bad.
Apologies, everyone. Okay, so the last part of the podcast is Question of the Week. And again, this is a new format. We want you to get involved with Question of the Week. So once we've discussed this one, we would like for you guys to write in at
Podcast at autoalexcars.com.
and give us a question of the week that we can then discuss at the end of the next episode. The next episode will have a guest,
Yes.
very special guest.
Yes.
Who is it, Rory?
It is a mystery guest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What? You've not booked them in yet?
No.
Okay. But they're going to be very mysterious.
Yeah.
It might be Chris from merchandise.
Or we may not even have a guest. Who knows?
Or it might be Jay Leno. Yeah, there's...
Do you think people can tell we're wanting a lot of engagement from them?
Well, it's the first one, yeah, and we want to get them more involved.
Yeah.
So anyway, this week's question of the week is, oh, wow, look, it's Alfa Romeo's again.
Oh my God. Who wrote that?
I
in?
don't know. It's on my laptop, though. The question of the week is, are Alphas really worth the hype? And the reason I ask this is because I've been driving around in my 156 GTA, and yes, they are worth the hype. Down with BMWs. I hate... can't say that.
You nearly did.
No, I did. Yeah. No, I love an Alfa Romeo. So, okay, so I've got a question, right?
Yeah.
Rory, you're very cynical.
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo 156 GTA, say back in whenever it was, 2003 when that was made.
Yep.
Say it was up for £30,000 brand new. You got that. You've got an E46 330i manual saloon, individual, all the bells and whistles, also £30,000. Also about, what are they, like 240, 250 brake?
235.
235 brake. The Alfa is, I think, 240 brake. Different engine configuration, different looks. Front wheel drive Alfa, rear wheel drive BMW. Which one are you putting your money down on and why?
All right. So, one question.
Yeah.
Is it for a daily or a second car?
Oh, that is it's got to be your car, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, daily. Let's go daily.
All right.
One
If
car.
it's your daily, I'd be choosing the BMW.
Oh, why?
I think more reliable.
Corrosion. Alphas
Yeah.
corrode.
BMWs? Do they corrode more than Alfa?
Alphas, the floor falls out.
Oh, yeah. The floor has, boot floor's fallen out a little bit.
But the actual floor and the subframes fall out
Oh, shit.
if you daily them.
Does anyone want to buy an Alfa 156 GTA?
Also, can I ask, how's your electronics in your car?
The climate control is kind of, it's half working. It works on the passenger side, but it doesn't on the driver's
Does
side.
it work though?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
It just
Does
not
it-
how
and-
I want it
So,
to.
so it heats and cools you down?
No?
No. Whereas my BMW 330i of
Yeah.
the same era heats and cools me down.
Okay.
And I can also still select the temperature.
Okay. Yeah, I can't currently do that. But it's spring, so it doesn't matter. Just windows down. Yeah.
No. Oh, your Alpha has done far less miles, like half the amount of miles.
70,000 miles
It has
on that.
been
Yeah.
restored
It is-
multiple times.
It is
as well.
lovely.
It's done
lovely, yeah.
half the amount of miles of
Yeah.
my car. And I would say my car functionally is in better condition than yours.
It's very slow, your car, though, isn't it? We drag raced it against the Yeti track car, and it was slower.
Really?
It was slower. that was before the map as well.
Really?
Before
That's
the remap.
embarrassing.
It's very embarrassing.
It does not like launching at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
There is something about that car that does not like launching.
Sounds like a poor excuse to
Doesn't
me.
like launching. Doesn't like going very quickly in any direction.
But that's
Doesn't like
nothing to do with the
changing
car.
direction.
That's the supercharger weirdness that is
Yeah.
still not mapped 100% correctly.
All right, well, let's go back to it, right? E46, 330i, all bells and whistles, same price as the Alpha. What are you taking home? It's 2003. You're doing all right for yourself, businessman, salesman. Go on.
I would. Earlier on, I said the Alpha when
Yeah.
you asked me this question.
Yeah.
And now I'm not sure.
Really?
Because I didn't think about it's got to be your car.
Yeah.
Like your car that you drive every day.
Okay.
And the Alpha realistically will probably disintegrate. And I do find, to a point, unreliability a bit tedious.
Yeah.
It can get a bit boring to a point. So
you're going BMW?
I don't know, because everyone's going, typical Taylor's chosen a BMW. I do really like the Alpha.
Well, it's like literally you've just plumbed in their brains into your mouth. It's
If
fantastic.
it was a car that I didn't have to do big mileage in every day, I would choose the Alpha all day long.
See, yeah, if it was my second car, I'd be choosing the Alpha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If I was doing over 10,000 miles a year
Yeah.
and it was my only car, I would choose the BMW.
Okay.
You know, actually, that is one thing, because I think I'd be quite reluctant to drive the car. Like,
'Cause it's so special.
Yes, but yes.
good,
I just wouldn't want to put the miles on it.
Yeah.
Whereas the BMW, I just don't think you care about as much.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We've kind of gone for the top end of Alfa Romeo,
Yeah.
right? Saloons. And so if we just strip it back again, are Alphas really worth the hype, do we think?
So the old saying was, you can't be a true petrol head until you've owned an Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
And the reason for why is because they're unreliable and they fall apart, but you look past that because of how good they are.
Yes, when they work.
That's the idea of it.
Yeah, and because they look nice and they make you feel amazing, blah, blah, blah. And the noise.
I do really like Alphas, but I don't believe that statement's true. I think you can be a proper petrol head without owning an Alpha.
I agree.
Look at Tom Lenthal.
Yeah.
Tom Lenthal loves his Jags. He's got loads of Jags and stuff like that. Absolutely passionate about them.
I would say
Proper petrol head.
They work under the same premise, though, don't they? Jags break down a lot, and
Yeah.
like, is it you can't be a true petrol head until you've owned a car that breaks down a lot?
A Range Rover.
Yeah.
I think Tom Lenthal really loves Jags because Jaguars and Land Rovers have put his kids through college.
I mean, you're probably not wrong.
And all the cruises he goes on, and all the racing he does, and the bikes he owns. Oh, yeah.
But Alpha in modern era, what are we talking?
Oh, so what's it like? You got the Tonale, is it Alpha Tonale? What's the SUV type thing, the crossover thing?
Oh, the Stelvio?
Stelvio?
Stelvio,
Yes.
yeah.
I quite like the sporty one of those, but the normal one's rubbish.
Yeah. I will say the Alfa Romeo, what's it? Giulia
Quadrifoglio.
Oh,
they're
500 odd
fabulous.
horsepower. Is it?
Yeah.
They say it's like the Ferrari engine. I don't know how true that statement is.
so I can't remember which review I was seeing of it. Was it on Top Gear or something like that? Where it was put that versus the M3 at the time.
Oh.
And the Alpha was picked as the winner.
Yeah.
Oh.
Until
Oh.
they had to then use the rear seats.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the rear seats are useless in the Alpha.
okay.
Like, they are absolutely
So
dreadful.
not a good dad car, but a
No.
good petrol head car.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Makes a great noise.
Yeah.
It is fast. Handles well.
And
Yeah.
that's four-wheel drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are four-wheel drive. And the M3 is also four-wheel drive?
No, because they
that
compared
was
it to
rear-wheel
the
drive, wasn't
F80.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, F80 I'm not a fan of. Too spiky. And also they've got unequal length headers, don't they?
Yeah,
So,
but when you put the equal lengths on, they sound good.
yeah, but you have to do that though to
Yeah,
make it
you
sound
do,
good.
yeah.
It's just annoying, really annoying.
I quite like them personally. I like the fact that
Taylor likes a BMW.
I like them.
Bore off.
Look, I really like Alfa Romeos. I've never owned one.
Oh, you're not a real petrol head then, are you?
I don't think I've ever owned one. Would you say that I'm not a proper petrol head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. On a serious note.
No, you are obsessed.
Yeah.
But do you want to own an Alpha?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Okay.
I really want an Alpha 75.
Oh,
I'd like a V6.
Yeah, 2.5 V6.
Always
That's
liked
the one
one
that I very, very nearly went to buy. Do you remember? In Birmingham.
yeah. And we're so glad we didn't.
Yeah, no, because that was a shit
Rubbish,
That was
yeah.
really bad. Yeah.
All right. The other question about Alphas, because we had this while we were filming, because we went filming with your Alpha,
Yep.
156,
Yep.
and Chris's 164.
164. Yeah, that's the same one that I took to the Nürburgring.
Yeah, so
I drove on its door
Nürburgring
handles.
Alpha, the white one.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one of them, Tay,
Oh yeah.
Easy.
which one are you picking?
He's one.
Really? Oh, why?
I love Alfred, but I just really like
Yeah,
yours. I
yeah.
said to you the day I picked your Alpha up for you, because I collected it,
Yeah.
genuinely probably my favourite car you've ever bought.
Yeah.
One of, yeah.
And Edwin TDC guy.
He
says that as well.
he loves it. Yeah.
But I think it's a lovely
What about
car.
you, Rory?
See, I picked Alfred,
Yeah, you did, and I picked the 156 GTA as well.
but then we changed the category, and we were like, if it was one to drive, you'd pick the 156. But if you were heading to a show,
Yeah. Head to a show, take the 164 because it's more special.
I'd still take the 156.
would you?
Yeah,
No,
I'd
I'd take the 164. Yeah.
What, for good vibes, you would still take the 156? Would you?
Yeah, I would,
Okay,
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm in love with that car at the moment. Really, really digging alphas at
We
the
can't
moment as
tell
well.
by the amount of alpha
I know,
questions.
yeah,
in
sorry,
this.
yeah. We should call it the Auto Alpha podcast, shouldn't we? So yeah, that's pretty much everything that we want to say in the first podcast of the second series. Hope that it's clarified a few things. Hoping you're loving the new format. Also, the new set design as well. We spent loads of time trying to get it right and make it look really cool. It's a permanent base for us, and guests will be coming here as well. So yeah, things are going to be switching up. Taylor's probably going to be in 1 week, out the next week if we have like a special guest, because you're going to be filming for your channel as well, which is very exciting. And yeah, hopefully we can all move on from this and just look forward to a really, really good year.
I really hope so.
That's what we all want, isn't it? Anything else to say?
No.
Except for thank you very much for like still emailing and saying that you missed the podcast. We are back. We love you guys. We love the support that you guys have shown us. And yeah, we are just really looking forward to not only seeing you on the tubes and the podcast, but also IRL at Shedfest and any other shows that we will be going to. The next show we're going to actually is Petrolheadonism Underground, which is Wembley Stadium end of March. But do remember, on the Sunday is Mother's Day as well.
And there is also another event, which is Top Dead Centres is hosting
Food and Fuel
on April the 12th at Bicester Heritage.
Bicester Heritage, that'll be lovely as well. So,
Which I'm sure there's, if you look at their latest video, there's probably a link in the description. You can buy tickets there.
Yeah. So, we are back. We are very much looking forward to a great year. Thank you to everyone who's shown us love over the past 2 months. We're very excited, very motivated, and we've got some really, really awesome content coming out and podcast ideas as well. So, it's great to have everyone back and to see you guys again. From us, we're now going to call it. We've got some more filming to do.
Yep.
And tomorrow we are off to Landau Circuit to smash my Yeti around to find out, can I beat Ethan's time once and for all? I'm going to call it. I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
As long as it's not raining.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Also, I think you'll like what we've done with the place because the Yeti looks very different now, doesn't it?
Let's call it striking.
It is the most fantastic thing we've ever done. And with that, thank you very much for watching, listening, as ever. Whatever you do, do it to the best of your ability. And we will see you and listen to you and shout and talk to you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.